Welcome to Custodians of Africa, where heritage meets leadership. Here we dive into Africa's rich traditions, ancestral wisdom, and the voices that shaped our nation from village elders to modern leaders. Join us as we uncover untold stories, explore cultural heritage, and connect lessons from our past to inspire today and guide tomorrow. This is more than a channel. This is a movement to preserve identity, restore dignity, and celebrate Africa's greatness. Subscribe and walk with us as we tell Africa's story through culture and leadership. On studio, we are with Stephen Odhiambo Juma. Stephen is a political analyst. Stephen Odhiambo Juma, for the first time ever, we are celebrating Jamhuri Day without Raila Amolo Odinga. How did you find it?
Thank you, Wiki. Thank you again. But I'm dumbfounded to a certain extent. Dumbfounded in the sense that I've been indoors for a long period of time. I did not make it to Jaramogi's or Raila's funeral, not because I did not want to go, but I never wanted to see Raila in his absence. So yesterday, that's about 2 days ago, Jamhuri Day, I want to say, and of course very categorically, Raila lying in state, quite devastating to me. All the sense, or nonetheless, God has taken him. May we let him rest in peace. But I would have wished that he were there to make few statements dependent on what we have across within the Republic of Kenya, giving the leading way that our president is also proclaiming. It could have been wonderful. But God did what he could do. It was beyond my reach, and I have nothing to say about it. Very much.
Wow, very well, very well. Stephen Odhiambo Juma is acknowledging the respect that President, His Excellency William Ruto, honored by one. He called the stadium or the on a silent of a moment.
Correct.
And at the same time, we've realized that on his speech, just as usual, he mentioned the name of Raila Amolo Odinga severally.
Yes.
Before we talk about Talanta being named Raila Amolo Odinga International Stadium, what do you feel when His Excellency or when His Excellency mentioned Raila Amolo Odinga's name severally?
Simple, very simple indeed. When you mention Raila Amolo Odinga, we talk of the enigmatic period and passion of the kind of people that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Number two, we call about Raila as a doyen of politics of Kenya. We call Amolo Odinga as a peacemaking person within the Republic of Kenya. That's why Ruto had to mention several times. And it's not just Ruto alone. Remember we had a visitor, the head of state from Ghana, Mahamaka, came here and also mentioned the little mood. That gives me a pleasure and the belief that Raila was actually doyen, an icon of the Republic. And not only here, globally, within the sphere, the aura of the entire world, the globe. Thank you very much for that.
Wow, that is wonderful of you and what you feel, and as may say, that is your opinion as you are seeing it. Now, Mr. Stephen Odhiambo Juma, in the past, when Raila Amolo Odinga was attending such celebrations, he used to moot the stadia by giving the life history of where Kenya has come from and mentioning the fighters, those people that brought about what we are today in terms of democracy. Did you fail to miss that, or the study or the program just ran well and you found it okay with you?
One thing that was not coming out very clearly to me was that nobody mentioned or categorized or brought into being the number of people that brought independence into Kenya. Only mentioned by Ruto, but not all. So next time we want somebody to come out and explain to Kenyans with the chronological sequence of when we started for the 62 years now, so that we can know that Raila seat exists. Thank you very much for that.
Wonderful. Now, Mr. Steve, where is politics without Raila? Having considered the fact that when he was he was absent in the stadia, but I would want to say that he was not there personally or physically, but spiritually he was there. Am I right? Because his name was mentioned severally. Am I right or wrong?
I believe, Wiki, that Raila's spirit still lives and will still live and shall live. Why do I say this? Simple. Raila was mentioned a number of times by all leaders, starting on governor, the president, the incoming president, that is the one from Ghana, and others. If you do not mention Raila's name, then Kenya is no more. Two, I also want to state, and very categorically, that in Kenya, really, politics without Raila's name. When I was there, it was Raila. Now it's politics with Raila's name. If you don't mention Raila's name, you are gone. You are really gone. Remember when you have by-elections, Raila's name had to be mentioned. And that is why ODM got all the seats that they wanted.
Wow.
It's still an enigma. It's still a force to reckon with. And that's why we appreciate Raila in absentia, post-human. That's when he's dead. Let him rest in peace. Thank you.
Wow, we are letting His Excellency the late Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga rest in peace. But as we let him rest in peace, because of his doing, it is a matter that is going to take us ages. Now, Mr. Steve, there is this one component that I want you to tell us how you feel about. Of course, you have mentioned about it, you've already talked about it. His Excellency coming out and saying that, okay, we are constructing an international stadia, but because the people have said, actually, I don't want to entirely give credit to Honorable Sakaja, because this is something that Governor Gladys Wanga, in some function in Homa Bay, made a request in public asking His Excellency that, okay, fine, Your Excellency, you've done well since the demise of His Excellency, the former Prime Minister. But now we want you to do another one by naming, by changing the name of Talanta Stadium to Raila Amolo Odinga. So when His Excellency obeyed this, how did you receive it, and why do you think there are some other people from some other quarters trying to challenge and not feeling okay with it?
Tunakamilisha ile kiwanja ya Talanta pale Jamhuri. Munajua kazi kubwa ambayo imefanyika pale. Kweli ama si kweli? Na nimesikia yale gavana wa Nairobi amesema ya kwamba ile uwanja wa Talanta ipatiwe jina gani? Ati mumesema ipatiwe jina gani? Umesema ipatiwe jina la Raila Amolo Odinga International Stadium. Nimewasikiza na tukikamilisha tutafanya hivyo.
Oh, you see, we Kenya, ethnicity has taken ground a lot. It's unfortunate. But I want to say this. I was very enthusiastic when I heard the Excellency responding to Sakaja's request. And it was for us. Not only for us as Luos. You remember, Raila is not just a mere Luo. He surpasses the entire continent, the entire globe, the entire aura. And that is why we find ODM not only in Mombasa, not only in Western. He goes ahead, even into the Eastern world, the Western world, even in the US. We have followers. We call it diaspora. And that is why this is an enigma. I said it and want to repeat. There are people who probably to a certain extent would not wish Raila well. But remember, thorns were placed for Raila not even to get to State House. But today, his name is being praised, even the opponents and the people who proclaim Raila and giving him what we refer to as unclaimed names, profane languages upon him. Today, they are praising Raila. And that is why I'm happy, quite immaculate for President to recognize Raila is an enigma. Thank you for that.
Wow, wonderful. So we are grateful for the exercise, for what His Excellency, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic,
Commander-in-Chief, of course.
Commander-in-Chief, or the Commander-in-Chief
of the Defense Forces
of Kenya did,
yes.
By that, or by standing by his foot and saying that the moment we accomplish the construction of Talanta Stadium, it's no longer going to be Talanta Stadium, but instead it's going to be Raila Amolo Odinga International Stadium.
Yeah.
That was a respect of its own kind, and we stand with him. Now,
thank you.
2-term or 1-term?
2-term, of course.
Why do you say so?
That one, we don't, there's no doubt about it.
Why do you say so?
Number one, I want to bring to attention of all members of the public. All members of the public, starting from Western to the Coast Province, we go to Central, go to Eastern and the likes, Northeastern and the likes. I want to say this and take it to the bank. Ruto is going for 2 terms. Reason being, number one, remember Ruto passed through Raila and the sitting president, Uhuru Muigai
Kenyatta.
Uhuru had all the instruments and promised Raila that I'm giving this thing. If by any chance he wanted Ruto not to lead, he could have just said elections are rigged or are not in bad faith, in good faith. Then he cancels. That is within his mandate. But remember, Ruto coming through these 2 people then become the president with Raila being rooted out. But as much as we know that he won, but anyway, that is it.
Wow.
Now, who is it? Any woman, any man remaining in Kenya who wants to take Ruto's part? Never. Not even me, Democratic McCarthy. You also cannot.
Kalonzo.
Can you me? You can't me. Kalonzo Musyoka cannot. Remember, Kalonzo was the vice president.
Yes.
Having failed, getting only 800,000 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Then he crossed over to deny Raila presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Where does Kalonzo want to get more votes? Number one, Ngilu has told him openly, equivocally, that you cannot become the president. Number one, you don't have money. Number two, you don't have people. Number two, Mutula Kilonzo Jr., the governor of Majako, also told him, leave this thing alone. The best thing for Kalonzo, join Ruto, so that you get a different agenda. Otherwise, nothing will come.
Well, if you're saying Kalonzo cannot, then what about Gachagua?
No, Gachagua is a novice. political novice.
So
I'm sorry, I'm rude.
are you trying to say that it's this time round it's going to be a one-horse race?
In fact, even if Ruto does not lock them in, like it happened in Tanzania, they will be locked. They will be blocked out of their own demeanor.
Are they going to vote?
They will vote.
Then,
but let me tell you, there are three cadres of electioneering process. There are voters.
Which are voters?
There are people who can't vote, and there are announcers. So let me bring to your attention. Gachagua and your people, you will vote. We will count the votes.
Who are we?
Myself and the likes. Then Ruto and the likes will announce the votes. Who is going to win him? Who is going to win?
Are you trying to say that it's going to go the Tanzania way?
Almost, but not like that. Because we are not going to put him to jails. No, we can't do that.
Okay.
We are very democratic. What I'm telling them, your vote will not count. There will be less.
Wow.
There will be less, period. They always tell us that Luos do not have votes. We have votes. And we'll vote for Ruto. Look here, elections are about people and numbers. When you defer and they discard, disown others, you get votes from elsewhere. Is what discarded from Central Province. It's gotten votes from Nyanza. And remember, Nyanza determines votes. You know that?
Really?
That's why we gave Kibaki. Remember Rengo vied for presidency. When Raila was not vying, he only said Kibaki Tosha. What happened? He got 72,000 votes in the entire republic. Wow. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
And he got 7,000 votes in Uganda. And Kibaki got 38,000. I voted for Kibaki because of Raila. So when we say laws, we are taking my nephew here. I want you to be president. Laws will follow you, period.
Wow. Wow. Great. So Stephen Odhiambo Juma, while being hosted at Custodians of Africa, has an opinion. That is his opinion. Not
African.
Not Custodians of
Personal
Africa.
opinion.
That's a personal opinion and observation that this time around in Kenya is a one-horse race, in summary.
Correct.
Wonderful. Fine.
Correct.
What is your take? Now, thank you very much. As we want to close up, kindly subscribe to our channel. Remember to like, share with the public. You are free. And leave us with your comments are very important. And also, don't shy away to support us in any other way you feel best. My name is Wycliffe Muganda. Thank you.
You are the only way.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Until we meet again next time, we say
thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye and thank you.